Want to reconvene at this special session. If you would, please rise for the invocation and pledge, Dr. Rue.
Yes, thank you. If you'd care to join me. Dear God, thank you for the people gathered here tonight. Thank you for the Board of Trustees and their vision, purpose, and commitment to work for the benefit of children in Northwest ISD. We ask that we might have wisdom to make decisions that guide our students' learning and the insight to consider the many needs of Northwest ISD and each of its students. And we ask safe blessings, a safe passage home for each person present. And we ask your blessings on this proceeding tonight. Amen. Amen. Well, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce 3 presidents to you tonight. We have 3 students with us tonight, and we are very, very privileged to have them, and we thank you for taking time from your summer to join us. I would like to begin by introducing Kylie Scott. Kylie is a junior at Byron Nelson High School. She is the daughter of Russ and Lisa Scott, and she is the 2016-17 president of the Byron Nelson FFA. Thank you so much. Let me read just a little bit about her. She has advanced and placed in state in Vet Science, FFA Junior, and Senior Quiz, HOSA Vet Science, and Prepared Public Speaking. In addition to being the state champion in the Texas FFA Vet Tech Career Development events, she will compete with the state-winning Vet Tech team in Nationals in October. Congratulations. Quite an accomplishment. Whew. And her sponsors are Mark Groggins, Tyler McCoy, and Amanda Deal. Are any of you in the audience tonight? Okay, there you go. Congratulations to you, too. We know who's standing behind her and helping her with her achievements. Okay, and with her is Tori Dowdy. She is a rising senior at Northwest High School. She is the daughter of Chris and Kim Dowdy. Tori is the 2016-17 president of the Northwest FFA. In addition, she serves as an elected officer in the District 7 FFA Association. Tori excels in many areas of the FFA through leadership, career development events, and supervised agricultural experiences. For the past 2 years, Tori has advanced with her team to make it to the state FFA wool judging competition. Congratulations, and thank you for being here. Her sponsors are Terrell Yeager, Walker Cleveland, and Casey Reed. Are any of you here tonight? Yep. Okay. Oh, there we are. I see you. I see you now. There. Thank you so much. Glad you're here. And rounding up the team tonight, Clayton Lopez. He's a rising junior at Eaton High School. He is the son of John and Kim Lopez. He is the 2016-17 president of the Eaton FFA. He and the rest of his officer team were recently granted their charter into membership to the Texas FFA at the 88th Texas FFA Convention. In addition to his leadership roles in the FFA, he is a varsity football player and has begun a breeding rabbit operation for his supervised agricultural experience. Congratulations to you, and thank you for being here tonight. And his sponsor is Kristen Stockard and Chris Rusher. Ms. Stockard, are you here tonight? Or Mr. Rusher? No. Well, thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please move to the podium, lead us in our pledges to the American and the Texas flags.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. And if you wouldn't mind pausing for just one moment, Board President Mr. Schluter has a small gift to say thank you. And we do appreciate your time and your presence here tonight.
appreciate everything you guys do for us. Good to meet you guys.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. That brings us down to item number 5, public participation. There is none. All these people know public participation. Moving on down to item number 6, consent agenda.
Mr. President,
Mr. Fuller.
I move that we approve the consent agenda as submitted.
Second.
Mr. Fuller has made a motion to approve the consent agenda as submitted, and Ms. Kopp, I wanted to say Green, seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries 5-0. 6-0. That's right. Dr. Simpson is not available with us this evening. And moves us down to item number 7, discussion action items, adoption of an order authorizing the issuance of an unlimited tax refunding bonds, establishing, I wish I could talk tonight, sale parameters, authorizing the execution of a bond purchase contract and an escrow agreement, approving an official statement, and enacting other provisions related to the subject. Dr. Rue.
Yes, thank you. We are pleased to be able to bring this opportunity before the board. Mr. Graswich is here to share the particulars of this reassurance to the board.
Yeah, essentially, of course, as the board knows, a refunding is similar to when you refinance your house at a lower interest rate and produce savings on your mortgage payment, except we're doing it with hundreds of millions of dollars of bonds. This will be the 5th refunding that's been brought to the Board of Trustees since 2015. The board has approved 4 previous refundings, saving district taxpayers $62.8 million in payments. Thanks to the unexpected exit of Britain from the European Union, Brexit as it's referred to, interest rates have dropped dramatically and created yet another opportunity. This opportunity will produce an expected or hoped for savings of about $12 million, so that would bring the total from $52 to $64 million in savings for the district taxpayers. I'm sorry, just $74 million. Essentially, what we'll be refunding will be 2010-2011 bonds, $68.215 million. The expected minimum present value savings would be 7.5%, but we anticipate something a lot closer to or exceeding 10%. The final maturity date would be 2036. The expiration of the parameter authority would be for 180 days, but in all honesty, we expect to pull the trigger early next week. The team that is assembled is the same team we've used so successfully in the past. We have Jeff Robert with formerly First Southwest, now Hilltop Securities, same firm, just different name. We will be using Bosky as the senior manager underwriting, and RBC Capital Markets and Raymond James as the co-underwriters. Charles Kobdish, Chuck Kobdish goes by, and McCall, Parkhurst, and Horton. Bond counsel is here tonight, and after the meeting is concluded, has some forms for signature so that we can execute the parameter order. Be happy to answer any questions. Looking for the approval.
Mr. President,
That's right.
I move to adopt an order authorizing the issuance of unlimited tax refunding bonds, establishing sale parameters, authorizing the execution of a bond purchase contract and an escrow agreement, approving an official statement, and enacting other provisions relating to the subject.
Second.
A motion has been made by Mr. Wright, seconded by Ms. Pollard, for the motion as read. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Carries 6-0. Thank you, board members. Before we move on to the next item, where we close this chapter on Dr. Karen G. Ruby, I'd like to give all the board members an opportunity to speak and express their appreciation. Let's start down on that end with Mr. Wright and work our way back to this one.
Thanks for putting me on the spot there, Mr. Schluter.
We kind of changed that.
Karen, when I came on this board, I had no idea what to expect. I had no idea what to expect from the other board members or anything, or how this would all work. But I came in and you immediately were a friend, a mentor. And early on when I was first year, so I was serving on the school board, there was a friend of mine that came out in the audience, and I don't remember the reason. And afterwards, he said, "Man, she's special, isn't she?" I said, "Yeah." I mean, he was just here for a few minutes, and he could tell that. Luckily, I've had the privilege of getting to know you these past 7 years, and the heights at which you brought this school district to. It's come so far from even when I was in school here. And it's just been so heartwarming to have such a leader that cares and has so much passion about this community and our schools. And you had that, and we saw it on your face every day, and your compassion and your love. And it's just been an honor to work with you. There's not enough words for me to say, and I probably rambled on too long anyway. But thank you for everything, Karen, and you know you will be missed. You've left a wonderful legacy here in Northwest ISD.
I think you put us all in a spot, actually. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your vision. You've always had such a positive, energetic attitude, and not only been a servant for the school district, but also for the community and all the people that are in it. And I appreciate that. Thank you.
And I as well want to say thank you. And probably one thing that sticks out in my mind is how you always put children first in all your decisions. And proud to know that you're still going to be a part of our district, even though you will not be up here. Thank you.
This is hard. I was a great admirer of Dr. Rue before I became a board member 8 years ago, and saw in her a passion for this district that was reinforced with every day since I have served on the board. What I've noticed the most and what has really struck me as meaningful is how genuine she really is. This isn't an act that she's putting on for anyone. She really believes in this district, wants every day to see all of us do our best. I've seen her allow others to rise up and succeed and to shine, and she's always been just so very diplomatic in all of her things that she does. She's never trying to be pompous or take credit for anything. It's all just been really natural. We've worked great as a team in large part because of Karen's leadership. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for the example that you've set for all of us. And we're looking forward to your success through meeting those challenges, because it's not going to be a simple job. And I told her this afternoon when we met that it would take an army to fill her shoes, because she does so many things that no one even sees all the things that she truly does. And I'm eternally grateful for the example that you've given me and as the role model that you've always served in my professional career as a person, as a board member, as a community-involved person who loves this district and wants to be its cheerleader just as much as anything, in large part because of the effect that Karen has shown on me. So thank you. Thank you.
I remembered the first meeting after I was elected. I got to meet with Karen, and I'm going to try to make you cry if I can.
No, I can tell y'all are working on it.
I got to meet with Karen and Jeree at a little Mexican food place, and I think Karen was trying to figure me out, because I think there were probably some rumors and rumors of rumors, and so I think we left that meeting with her understanding that, I was going to be here to support her as well as, we could work together. And from that, professionally also, we've developed a friendship, and I look to you for a lot of professional decisions that I had to make, and I'm glad to call you friend.
Thank you.
We're still trying to figure out, Mel. Just kidding. Karen, we did this because we love you.
Yeah, you want to see me cry.
And we wanted to see you cry. I remember this before I got on the board the second time. Danny Wayne Simpson, my long-term high school buddy, and his loving wife, he called me and said, guess what? I hired an Aggie. And she's redheaded, and she is fiery and ready to go. And so when I finally got back on the board, I got to meet a very special woman. And it's already been said, the passion that you have for our kids. And I was trying to figure in my head, how many kids have graduated in the last 11 years? Maybe 80, 90,000 kids that you have touched. And it's amazing, as Josh talked about in the legacy, it's amazing what one person can do. So every kid, every principal, every teacher knows that every kid has the opportunity to be whatever they want. If you have provided that for them. I told you I'm going to cry, but I guess I'm going to. But I can't tell you how much we appreciate you, Karen. And we're never, ever going to forget you. Your DNA is within this district, this walls. We had no STEM academies when you came here. We had one high school when you came here. It's just incredible to think what it was like before you came. So thank you very much. I'll let you have a rebuttal if you choose. You can just sit there.
Oh, gosh, I wasn't expecting this. Thank you. Thank you to each one of you. Oh, goodness. I've said every time we've had a chance to talk together, how much of a joy and a privilege it has been to be a partner with you, to be a part of this team that has cared so deeply about the future of our children and of our community. We know where we've been. We understand the growth of our district, the hopes, the dreams, and the aspirations of our community for its children. And I know that you've held that in your hands. And whether you say it publicly or not, we accomplished, the administrators, the teachers of this district, and me a part of that with them. We accomplished it because you made it happen. School districts don't do what they do. They don't, regardless of who's the superintendent, unless a board has the vision to see it come to life and act as that arrowhead that pushes things out of the way and make them so. I remember coming to you years ago and saying, guys, we have kids who need something special. They need to move quickly, and they need to accelerate, or they need to leave with lots of college credit, and they need something different in a different environment. And you turned and said, then let's do it. Let's do it. It became Steele Accelerated High School. It's a collegiate academy, and we've had National Merit Scholars come out of that school. We have two teachers back in our district who graduated from that high school just a few years later, and they're back here with us now. We have academies at each of our schools. We have some of the most amazing, talented students. We have teachers who are leading the way nationally. We know that this is just the beginning, and it is such a joy to know that I had this chance to be a part of it with you. And that because of who you are, truly who you are, we got to do these things. I use track analogies all the time. My son in track. And for each of us, we get our chance to carry that and to take the lap and to do our part. And this was my time to get to do that with you. And you'll do that again with another teammate and another leader with your district. And you'll go further, and you'll go faster, and you'll go further. And that's the way it should be. But I want you to know how much I appreciate it, everything you said, and the joy it truly has been to be a part of this with you these last 11 years. Thank you very much.
Would you join us up front, Dr. Rick? All board members. On behalf of the board, I would like to give you this wonderful series photo.
It's a beautiful crystal bowl. It has our wonderful logo on it.
Grateful appreciation for your leadership and dedication to the students, families, staff, and communities of Northwest ISD. Thank you very much.
Thank you all. It's an joy working with you. I want you to know that I'm looking forward to just watching what you do and seeing how far you take the district into the future. I know that our kids are going to just do amazing things. And I know that every one of you are going to make it happen. And you're going to have the most amazing board and a talented superintendent to take you there. It's going to be fun getting to be something I'm not had the joy of being. I love it. Get to be community support. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know, I'm making you cry.
Moving down to item number 7B, the naming of the Northwest ISD Superintendent of Schools. As you know, we've done a very lengthy search. We've found the best superintendent in the state, other than the one that's retiring, and you have many shoes to fill. So at this point in time, I will entertain a motion.
Mr. President,
Ms. Cobb?
I move that we name Dr. Ryder Warren as Northwest ISD Superintendent of Schools and enter into an employment contract as recommended by the NISD Board of Trustees.
Second. A motion has been made by Ms. Cobb, seconded by Mr. Fuller, to name Dr. Ryder Warren as Northwest ISD Superintendent of Schools and enter into an employment contract as recommended by the Northwest ISD Board of Trustees. Any further discussion? All those opposed? Motion carried. Would you like to vote? All those in favor? There we go. Mine's shattered. Sorry. Motion carries 6-0. Congratulations. And we're all going to pause for the transition opportunity. So if you would, Dr. Warren, Dr. Rue.
And this is the official passing of the baton.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Dr. Warren.
Thank you. Sir. Thank you very much.
So as you can see, Dr. Warren, the expectations are very high here, as are the emotions. So congratulations. Welcome to the district.
Gordon, thank you. Thank you very much. Say a couple of words?
Feel free.
Okay. Of course, I have nothing after all that. About three things. Number one is let me get my chance with Karen. Karen has been a mentor, a friend. She's been a hero to many superintendents around the state for a long time. So we've appreciated everything you've done here and on a statewide basis. You've been a true leader for us, and I've personally appreciated everything we've done together. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very proud. I'm very pleased to be here with you, staff. I'm honored to be a partner with you now as we educate our kids. For this board, for our, and if you've not met my wife Jill's in the crowd there, and we do everything together. We do everything together as a family. And when this position came open, we both looked at this position. We looked at the communities that we serve. You can see scrolling on the screen, really what the core beliefs are of this board. And when they put up kids come first, that pretty much had us. Because we look through parent eyes. Anything that we do, we first look through parent eyes. And when a board decides to put kids come first as their very first thing that's going to be seen, they had us. They really did. So I am very pleased. The time that we've spent thus far have told us what kind of people you are, and we're going to use the word blessed for a long time that we're able to be here. And for the staff, we've got 22,000 kids counting on us, upwards of 40,000 parents and caregivers counting on us. My philosophy is our very first responsibility is to make sure everyone in our buildings is safe, physically safe, mentally safe, and then we teach kids, and we do so with abundance of care and abundance of love, and we're going to have a great time doing it. So I am blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be a part of this team, the team of 8, and the team of Northwest ISD. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I do have a quote from Dr. Simpson, who is unable to be with us this evening. She expresses her gratitude for you coming here and the appreciation for accepting the position, and looks forward to working with you. Moving on to item number 8, which is to consider any item removed from the consent agenda, and there was none. Moving down to item 9, Board President's Report. All I have to report tonight, other than the reminders of the new teacher breakfast and the convocations coming up, which is at your desk. There is a reception following the board meeting, and all of you here are welcome. We're going to get to know Dr. Warren very well, and look forward to working with him in the future. Meeting adjourned.